Welcome back to the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit. We exit stage left, some sports cars, and we invite on stage right more sports cars. The 944 challenge on track now. Matt Dunlop has joined me. Now, Matt, some penalties handed out from the earlier race today.
Mate, in the sports car race, it was raining from the heavens. In this race, it is raining penalties after some interesting driving under the safety car. 9 different drivers have caught penalties, including Jamie Westaway, who lost his race win, demoting him to second place, which means Cameron Bella got the win in race 2, and he starts on pole for race number 3 here with Westaway alongside. Anthony Westaway will still start from 3rd position alongside Mark Torbitz, who starts out of 4th. Richard Howe has been promoted up to 5th position next to Josh Brisbane, who has had a fantastic finish in P6. John Kennedy has moved up to 7th position next to Clayton Sinclair in the 42 in 8th. We've got Tony Andrzejewski out of 9th in the 27th with Andrew Jones in 10th, Keith Mariner starting from 11th position in the 64, and Peter Doherty in the number 80 from 12th. Adam Brewer is all the way back to 13th with Tim Wolfe next to him in 14th. Lyndon Watson, the returnee driver, is in 15th with Jack Atley, the newcomer, in 16th. Marius Katrina, after recovering from his breakage in the last race, is 17th. Michael Westaway is 18th. Andrew Jackman will not be making the start, and Andy Tudor behind him. Then we've got Peter James, Emmanuel Metasama, and Jimmy Mitchell, all who did not finish the last race but will be forming the grid for a 22-car race for race 3.
Let's hope we don't have any stultus incessus. Look it up in Latin. Let's have some great racing here for the 944s. And get this one done. Changing conditions again. In fact, some would say varying conditions, almost corner by corner here. We've got a little bit of water coming down onto our vantage point, coming from the west the north side of the circuit here. It's been coming from the southwest most of the weekend. Field is set, Matt. Let's get this one underway.
We're just waiting for the last few cars to pull into the grid spots at the back, and we've got 3 cars, Peter James, Manny Metasama and Jimmy Mitchell, all starting from the pit lane as a result of their penalties. But it is looking to be a front row of Cameron Bella and Jamie Westaway, who are only separated now by 2 points in the championship standings, with Cameron Bella leading the way. There's a green flag at the back. The 5-second board is out. We're waiting for the red lights. The revs are rising, and we are underway. Oh, Cameron Bella's had a shocking start. Jamie Westaway gets a great launch, but Bella has bogged it down big time, and he's falling right back down the order. It is Jamie Westaway from Mark Torbitz in 2nd position on the outside, it looks like. Tony Westaway pulling up the inside in 3rd as they stream down into turn 1. Cameron Bella is nowhere. He's in front of Tony Andrzejewski all the way back into the midfield.
Great start there by Lyndon Watson out of 14th as well. Got the clutch engaged and drove well. Have a look at Mark Torbitz. They're doing it for Westbon Management here this weekend, the 944s. And Mark Torbitz is dearly trying to get himself onto the podium in this. This is the 8-lapper, and they're all starting to bank up behind him. There's Kennedy as well. Great to see him weighing in on it. Had a good run at Isle of Magic late last year. Wide out there off in the marbles there. Mark Torbitz coming under pressure down the inside here. He'll tip it in, and they will go side by side through there, and just driven off the edge of the track over the back of the ripple strips there. So that'll put Mark Torbitz back 1 spot that he dearly doesn't want to go any further back. Remain on the podium. There's Bella fighting back from what was his worst start of his driving career, I would have to say.
It certainly was. And speaking of worst drives, on the opposite end of the spectrum, John Kennedy has had one of the greatest recoveries in such a short span of time that I've seen for quite some time. He was finishing down 15th, 16th at the end of the last day's racing because of engine issues, and he's now up to 2nd position, so he must have got whatever issue it was ironed out. But look at Cameron Bell. He's already up to P5 at the moment. He's trying to find a way past Richard Howe into MG. He's got a nice tidy inside line. He'll get that pass done. Cameron Bella is up into 4th. He hasn't lost a huge amount of points there, but after Jamie Westaway lost those valuable points for the win, he'll be keen to see Cameron Bella as far away in his rearview mirror as he possibly can. Bit of a battle here between Josh Brisbane and Tony Andrzejewski, with Lyndon Watson, the returnee, in the number 5, going right up the inside. Tony Andrzejewski looks to have fallen off the pace a little bit through turn 12 there, and Josh Brisbane swoops up behind as they cross the line. Westaway leads John Kennedy, Mark Torbitz, then it's Cameron Bella, Richard Howe, Tony Westaway, Sinclair, Brisbane, Watson, and Tony Andrzejewski round out your top 10. As they stream down into turn 1, Richard Howe wants that spot back from Cameron Bella, and he's almost got it. They're side by side. I wouldn't be shocked if Cam can hold on. Gets 2 wheels in the curb. No, he can't make it stick. And Richard Howe gets back up into 5th position. 4th position, I should say.
The number 8 there, Richard Howe. Very, very good drive by the veteran there. Just saying to Cam Bella, hey, if you want to mix it up with the guys that finish off the podium, this is what you're going to have to do. We're going to get a little bit jiggy with it here. And that's really cool to see the veteran. He's raced door handle with the best of them over an exceptionally long career in motorsport. Runs right down the right-hand side of the track, covers off Cambella. Cambella will have the better drive off the corner. No, Richard Howe just takes the line he's allowed to. He's leading this battle. He can put his car wherever he wants to. Manny Menazelma weighing in on that there. Oh no, that's Lyndon Watson, who got a great start in there in the Don Watson transport entry.
Clayton Sinclair alongside him in the advanced fitness machine. They're side by side as they come out of Siberia there on the back straight. Great pack racing because we've got so many cars in the field this weekend. Massive turnout for the 944s, which is fantastic to see. Richard Howe still holding off Cameron Bella. That's what 40 plus years of defensive driving experience can do for a driver. But I think Bella's got him around the outside. He has across Lukey Heights. They're side by side into MG once again, and Bella will take that spot back. But all this scrapping between 4th and 5th is not going to be doing any favours for Bella's race pace. He's got to get a big hurry on if he wants to catch up to the front, and he's only got 6 laps left to do it.
Tony Andrzejewski's had a good opening stanza of this race as well. He's gone from 15th on the grid up to 10th now and is challenging to get inside the top 10. Great start to the 8-lapper here for Tony Andrzejewski. Keep your eyes out for the number 27. It's a big man that puts the number 27 on his car. I say it every weekend. It's the number that Alan Jones won his World Championship with, and also Casey Stoner. Tony Andrzejewski doing the number 27 proud here in this 8-lapper.
Don't forget the tradition it has with the Ferrari Formula 1 team. Jean Alesi, Gilles Villeneuve and every other driver has carried that great number. Cameron Bella's back up the inside of Richard Howe in the turn 1. These two are having a great battle, but look at Josh Brisson right behind the 3rd place getter from the last race, Tony Westaway. This is going to be a fantastic scrap as well between the green and the gold here, the number 2 and the number 56.
There's Cameron Bella. That's not leading the race, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be confused. That's position 4 on the road at the moment. This is position 2 and 3 on the road. It's Jamie Westaway in the bronze car that is leading this race to Kennedy, Torberts, Bella, Richard Howe, Tony Westaway, Brisbane, Lyndon Watson. What a great start there, out of 14th and already up to 8th. So it's Andrzejewski and Watson out of the same row in the race have both made up 5 and 6 places off the start there. So a terrific start for some guys in the mid-pack.
Great move there from Clayton Sinclair as well, just slipping up the inside of Tim Wolf through Siberia, who wants that spot back immediately, but he's not going to be able to cover it off just now. If they go side by side through here, it'll be a pretty brave manoeuvre. That's exactly what he's done. Tony Andrzejewski even wants a piece of the pie. He's going to try and have a look, but nothing doing there. They're still side by side as they go across the top of the hill. Tim Wolf is going to go around the outside and hold on to that spot. That's a great move there from the number 66 Pipecraft machine driver.
You get the feeling now that the number 27's just sort of going, right, well, I'll watch you two guys battle it out here. And the waters could literally open in front of me here at the moment. They're getting side by side pretty much all the way around half this lap. They're going to continue to do so. Or does the 27 stuff his nose up the middle? It looks like he's going to have a go at it. Looking straight down the middle there. There's a good couple of car lengths in it. But now these two side by side just about rub flared cars, they do. And there's someone else weighing in on it. Who's that right along the numbers 27? It's Tim Wolf. He's weighing in on it.
That's Michael Westaway in the 45, the orange car behind them, trying to get stuck in as well. They're ducking and weaving. This is like a Moto3 race at this point, trying to find their way through and in the run to turn 1. Tim Wolf gets the lead. Clayton Sinclair behind them. When I say lead, I mean the lead for the battle for... Oh, that's John Kennedy! He was having such a great run in second, and his engine looks to have given out almost completely. He's had to dart off to the side of the track. What a shame for Kennedy. That promotes Mark Torberts up to 2nd position and Campbell up to the 3rd on the podium. But look at this battle we got here. Now Marius Katrina's trying to weigh back in. He just had an issue on the start. He was the result of that incident with Andrew Jackman we saw, because he had a drive shaft give way on the start. He's got it held together with some bolts now. He's got it nice and solid, and he's looking to put some good power down to try and make his way back up here. Great scrapping as they go through Honda Corner here. The beauty of these cars, they're so evenly matched, is that anyone can jump in these things and almost be instantly competitive. What a shame for John Kennedy, though. That is race done.
He's just trying to reverse park by the looks of things at the moment. That might be a driveline issue, less than engine, because it is still moving there. So he may have a gearbox or driveline entry. Have a look at this. This is where it's at in this race, fighting it out for the minors here. Right around the outside, Tony Andrzejewski has been watching this battle go on. He's now in the thick of it in the number 27. The 27 being that red car with the white stripe over the top of it. The 66 and the 45 is Wolf. And 42, and Sinclair there as well, and Westaway, the 45. So, sorry, giving those numbers away to anyone at the moment, but certainly this is where the race is happening. But Jamie Westaway, 4.5 second lead with 4 laps completed.
While we're looking at this battle, Cameron Bella has made his way past Mark Torberts into second position. Those two are still dueling down the front straight. We'll come back to that in a second, but look at this battle that we've got on screen here, folks. It's still bumper to bumper all the way from 9th down to 14th. Michael Westaway is trying to pull alongside now as they go under the bridge to start lap number 5. They're going to be side by side. He's got the line, he's got the run, he's got the position. Michael Westaway is up into 9th position now, with Tim Wolf falling a little bit back. The pack is starting to peter out just a little bit, but we've still got 4 laps to go, folks. Anything could happen here.
It certainly could. This is a ripping battle in the midfield here, and it's really good this time. The naming right sponsor, Westbon Management, last time was parked across the middle of the track. Now he's leading this battle pack, so really good to see that our naming right sponsor is emblazoned on a car that's going well in this one.
I've got to give Michael credit. He's doing such a good job to get sponsorship signage on the cameras this weekend, and it's great to see Westbon Management getting involved as well always. Clayton Sinclair trying to have a look around the outside at Honda. Big lock up there. Can't really do much from that point of view. Once you have the inside line there, you've basically got it locked away, and then defend on the way out, and that's how you make a pass not happen if you're in the lead in through Honda corner. But look at Tony around the outside of Marius Katrina here as they run through Siberia now. Siberia, a very aptly named corner because it gets freezing there as you cop the winds that feel like they're straight off the Antarctic down there.
You feel as though in 1942 it was a wet and cold weekend at Phillip Island when they went racing, and they went, right, that's called Siberia from here on in. If you've been naughty, you can put on the flag point down at Siberia. Great view though, really good spot view of the track. You can see all the way around the whole bottom end of the course when you're parked up on the inside of the track down there. Cameron Bella is fighting back now. It's an oval battle, but with 3 laps remaining, 5.4 seconds for Jamie Westaway. He hasn't put a foot wrong this weekend, Jamie. He didn't put a foot wrong at round 1 either. So let's see. He's got a great concentration level, and he's respected for that. And he is leading the field. Bella has fought his way back into P2 after a horrible start, being gazumped by the best part of 4 or 5 cars. Mark Torberts still poised on position number 3. At least he's on the podium. Looking for some moves there for this battle pack, which have been together since the start of the race. It was the number 12 there as well, moving around. Marius Katrina, I think it was.
That's right, Marius Katrina getting stuck up the inside of Clayton Sinclair there, and he's moved himself up into 10th position, so great move from Marius. Cameron Bella did post the fastest lap of the race so far the last time around at 150.03, but it wasn't enough for him to improve any decent amount on the race lead. The gap has only come down from 5.44 to 5.43 between the last 2 laps, so Jamie Westaway is on just as much scintillating pace as Cameron Bella is right now. So it's going to be a very tall order for the number 1 Cyan machine to catch up to him. But if he's looking for a decent haul of points, maybe that second place is all he's really going to be looking for. These guys, on the other hand, there's such a big points gap between the front of this pack and the rear that any one of them wants to get up to where Tim Wolf is currently sitting there in number 9th position, and he's having a great run there, really doing a fantastic job holding off here. But now Marius Katrina is taking charge of this battle pack as it narrows down to 3 cars. Tim Wolf starting to pull the gap at the front there, and Marius is holding off Clayton Sinclair and Tony Andrzejewski as they snake through the top half of the circuit, going around the hay shed now and up through Lukey Heights. Tim Wolf is pulling a great gap on these cars. Tony Andrzejewski trying to get a little bit more pace in his car after he had an unfortunate spin last time out at Honda Corner, and he's doing quite well so far. Looks to be up in 11th position. There's Lyndon Watson, the returning driver, as he comes around the final corner of the lap in P6 at the moment. So that's a great recovery from 18th where he started, having caught one of those penalties.
Matt, we opened this race up with some Latin, stultus incessus. I think we need to find out what the opposite of that is, because this has been some great racing in this one, hasn't it?
This has been fantastic driving, really precise, really fun to watch, and there's been some really close scrapping through some quick corners as well. These cars, they seem to suit Phillip Island so well because it's such a fast-flowing track, and they don't have a huge amount of power, these cars, but they are 50-50 balanced in terms of weight front to back, and if you've got a left-hand drive model, left to right as well. So it's really just a matter of how well you can handle the car and how well you can set it up for the fast corners. Once you got that down to a T, you can really throw some fast lap times out around the circuit like this.
Certainly a left hooker is a great advantage here at the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit, and we're just seeing that on camera now. All 3 of these cars left-hand drive outfits, so puts you on the inside of the corner for the big turn 12, puts you on the inside for turn 3, Siberia, right across Lukey Heights, a distinct advantage and vision for the driver to be able to see the car in front, and I guess it gives it that international flavour as well. Left or right-hand drive, we do not discriminate, just you can bring whichever one you have, and there has been in the past, drivers been known to have a different car, a left-hand drive or a right-hand drive for any given circuit. Certainly Sandown also a big advantage with the left-hand drive.
Yeah, it's not really a super big advantage because two of the most notable drivers are right-hand drive cars. As a matter of fact, Jamie Westaway and Cameron Bell are at the front of the pack here. And you also have to keep in mind that for some people, it's such a big deal. For instance, John Kennedy, he converted his car in the off-season last year to left-hand drive to get those extra little benefits. And now we're just waiting for the cars to cross the line to start what would be the final lap. Jamie Westaway is going to lead them across with 1 lap to go as they come across now. This is the battle for fourth. Richard Howe is leading Tony Westaway, who is just a smidge in front of Lyndon Watson with the L plate on the back there, trying to make his way past. They're going to be side by side as they cross the line. Lyndon has just pipped him on the control line with 1 lap to go. He's not going to have the line though, but Tony Westaway pulls in behind. Doesn't want to scrap too much for turn 1 here. He's got a couple more opportunities as the lap goes around to make that place back, but a fantastic move from Lyndon Watson to make his way up into 5th position.
The big move of the field is Lyndon Watson. Started out of 14th, and who knows, could push almost to a podium in this race. He's probably a little bit too far away to dislodge Mark Torbets from that position at the moment, but certainly this is the battle on screen. He could easily make a move on Richard Howe. It's making it stick on Richard Howe that's going to be the interesting way. Don't forget, he's an ex-Thunderdome racer. He knows how to make positions and hold on to them. Certainly a good run there. Lyndon Watson doing a terrific job in the number 5. The number 8 weighing in on it as well, which is Richard Howe, as I mentioned, doing a tremendous job, closing in on a race win for Jamie Westaway in this 8-lapper, the last time we see the 944s for this weekend.
This battle's still got quite a way to go yet. Lyndon Watson hasn't run out of pace just yet. He's all over the back of Richard Howe now, trying to make a way through. His best chance now will be to pull up around the outside as they go around Lukey Heights and try and duck on the inside into MG. He's going to have to tuck it back because Richard Howe knows how to defend a race car from being passed and is very, very close as they crest the top of the hill. As they come down, look at him. He's not leaving any real estate on the inside of that track, but final corner. Final race of the weekend. Jamie Westaway will take the round and he will take the championship lead. He wins race 3 of the Porsche 944 Challenge by a gap of just over 5 seconds from Cameron Bella, who recovers to 2nd, and Mark Torbets, El Presidente as they call him in the paddock, who recovers to 3rd.
A racing to the line now. Will it be the 78-year-old veteran? He has gone side by side to the line now. Lyndon Watson, but Richard Howe gets his way into position number 4 by only 0.02 of a second. It's not 0.0009 like we saw in the HQs, but the 78-year-old continues to race brilliantly. But Lyndon Watson, out of position 14, gets home in position number 5. Big improver.
What an incredible recovery drive, especially given it's his first weekend back in almost 2 years. Over 2 years, I'd almost think. So fantastic to see Lyndon Watson can just jump straight back in and be competitive right off the bat. That is the end of the Porsche 944 Challenge. There's your leaderboard for the top 10. A big thanks to Westbon Management for presenting this round, and a big shout out to our sponsors as well. Advanced Fitness, AVI Technology, Bayside Commercial Real Estate, Seat Time Race Simulations, Poolmaster Bayside, Smith's TMP, Hire Depot, as well as Porsche Cars Australia, Yokohama Traction Tyres, V-Sport and Race Fuels. Thank you so much for tuning in for the Porsche 944s. We've got another event coming up next. Darren, what have we got next?
HQs and historic touring cars on track next. Thank you very much, Matt Dunlop. We look forward to the 944s as we go to Sandown in the last weekend of July there for the next round of the Victorian State Series. Thanks, Matt. We'll be back soon with more at trackside at the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit.